What it do, YouTube? Today's video, I'm going to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the geniusness of Kanye West. Yes, the geniusness of Kanye West. The first things first, before I say this, I got to give a disclaimer because, we live in an era of censorship and sensitivity. And as humans, we all got emotions. We all feel different emotions. So it's okay. But sometimes, different emotional people, whether they're emotional or not, emotional people tend to go overboard and react, in an overboard type of way. So having that knowledge, I have to give this disclaimer before I continue this video. Now, I'm not saying Kanye West is a genius because he said anti-Semitic stuff and all that stuff, or what they consider to be anti-Semitic. I'm not saying that, and I'm not anti-Semitic because I am Semitic, because I'm a Hebrew Israelite, because I'm from tribe of Judah. You know what I mean? If you're a Bible reader, if you know anything about the Bible, you know about biblical history, you know that so-called black people are the real biblical Jews. And that's I know Kanye West been watching me and listening to me a lot, because don't get me wrong, a lot of people talk about this, but the certain stuff he said and shit like that, like with the Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 scripture, and you know what I'm saying, like he been listening to me because the last 2 years I've been pumping this shit about Hebrew Israelites, blacks being Jews, reparations, different things of that nature, really for the last 2.5, 3 years, really. Yeah. Let's keep going out. Now, like I said, I'm not condoning what he said or whatever. I'm not saying that I'm condoning anti-Semitic stuff and all that. I'm not saying that. But what Kanye West is doing is genius. Now, you know what I mean? Now, like I said, I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't condone hate speech. Excuse me, but I'm more like fair speech. You know what I'm saying? And I heard what Kanye West said on the interview. Like I said, I'm not gonna say I disagree with it. I'm not gonna say I agree with it, not like that. I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad. He spoke a lot of facts, but at the same time, there is a lot of people that's in this world that have been through the Holocaust. That is a real thing. You know what I mean? He didn't denounce the Holocaust, but you gotta remember when you have people that went through that type of trauma, and the physical evidence is still there. Like you can literally go to parts of the world. I think it's in Germany. You can go to the different death camps, you know what I mean, and see, the furnaces, and see like the gas chambers and shit still there. So it's, it's, history, like it's still there, you know. It depends on what school you went to, in what state, you got the real information, the real knowledge, you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying? Like me growing up in Chicago, they was showing us the real shit. We seen the real Holocaust videos, the movies, the pictures, all that. That shit is not funny. It is disgusting, you know what I mean? God rest the dead. But all different types of people been through different Holocausts. And this is not who been through big. This is not about that. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know that I understand, what had happened to, Jewish people. You know what I mean? And I feel empathy for them, you know what I mean? Because my people went through a different type of Holocaust, you know what I mean? And so have other different people out there too. So I'm empathetic to what they're saying, but I'm saying that Kanye West is genius because it is. Kanye West is, you know, he kind of going overboard because he know he has to go overboard to get people to hear what he's saying. I'm gonna repeat that too. Now, like I said, Kanye West, unfortunately, he knows he has to go overboard for people to hear him. He unfortunately knows he has to go overboard for people to hear him. Now, why am I saying this? Because you don't see what Kanye West is doing. They try to label him as crazy. They label all the greats as crazy. It's not the first time they label anybody as crazy. It's not the first time they label Kanye as crazy. You see what I'm saying? But they really try to do this to diminish his character so people won't listen to him. So people can look at him as a crackpot. People can look at him as somebody that's mentally unstable. And that's what he wants. Because like he said in the video, Kanye said in that video, he was like, he was talking to paparazzi, and he was saying that that was his goal. He said when he got dropped from Balenciaga, that was so relieving. When he got dropped from Adidas, it was so relieving because he said he couldn't, you know, charge how much he wanted to charge for his shoes and his clothing line working with big corporations because you gotta remember like the name he got, the status he got. Unfortunately, that just comes with the territory, you know what I mean? But him as an individual, as a person, he's a real person, he's a real dude, he has a real soul. But like when you had that much success, you know, the byproduct of success is, you know, fame and fortune. You know what I mean? And the byproduct of fame and fortune is, you know, you gonna have like just all type of eyes on you, you know, unfortunately. And Kanye, like he said, he couldn't do that working with the big corporations. He didn't really want to work with the big corporations. And what he was saying, what he said, what was it, 4 years ago, about slavery being a choice on TFC. I made a video about that. Go on my main channel, King603Joey. Locked up my main channel right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't been uploading on my main channel. So if you come across any one of my backup channels, this is the real me. This is not a clone. You know what I mean? I locked up my main channel, but I'll be back in my main channel soon. You know what I'm saying? It's a long fucking story, but I made videos about that shit too. You can go check it out. You know, just scroll through the videos. You think it did. But I made a video about this 4 years ago when Kanye said slavery was a choice. Adidas ain't dropped Kanye. Balenciaga, I don't know if he was working with them back then. None of these people ain't dropped him. He was working with a lot of other people too. I can't really remember them. The main ones I can remember is Balenciaga and Adidas, whatever. But you know, they ain't dropped him. They basically encouraged that shit. Not necessarily encouraged it, but they ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? Because they probably look at it like, oh, he can say this about his own people, but no, it's not that. They don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? When you start crossing certain lines about certain people, you know, that's not your whole shit. Just like with Nick Cannon, he said what he said when he did the interview with Professor Griff. Shout out Professor Griff, shout out Public Enemy, shout out Serious Minds TV. You know what I'm saying? Professor Griff, he got a YouTube channel called Serious Minds. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. And he did the shout out Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying? He did they did a couple years ago. Well, really, they did the interview. He said randomly. Professor Griff said it was just on some on the spot type shit, and they released it. You know, and Nick Cannon said black people are Hebrew Israelites, we the real Jews, which is true. He didn't lie, and he said some other shit. They took his whole platform from it, snatched the wilded out all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Until he apologized, they gave it back to him. You know what I mean? And but Kanye said he don't give a fuck. Kanye said he putting his life on the line. That's why Kanye pushing them boundaries. But Kanye don't necessarily mean that shit. He didn't necessarily denounce that shit like that. He just painted the perspective of what the reality is, and the fact that a lot of people who come out and speak this reality always end up getting a platform taken from them, or you know what I'm saying, or you know getting their character fucking diminished in the media and all this shit, etc., etc., etc. You know, different things of that nature. And yeah, man, it's just fucked up. And then the thing about this is like this, right? Kanye said it. See, Kanye doing this because Kanye know that he can't really connect to the people if he got all these deals and shit with these big corporations and he embeds, quote unquote, so to speak, with these people. So he like, all right, what can I do to get these people to hear what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily mean this shit. I'm just saying this shit because I want to cut ties with these big corporations. They don't want to cut ties with me because they love Ye. They love Kanye. They love that shit. But if I say this, they ain't gonna love it. You see what I mean? And that's what he's showing you. If he say this, he ain't gonna love it. And boom. And he even said it before. He said on his Drink Champs interview, he said if I was Kanye and I lost everything and I became homeless, he said people wanna fuck with him, and that's what he want. He don't want all that attention on him. He don't want people really, watching him and shit like that. So he kind of just saying this outlandish stuff to get these things to happen because, like he said, he can't charge or price his product the way he want to working with big corporations. You see what I'm saying? Because all the fucking tax and how Uncle Sam work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he doing the shit. And like I said, he got the green light to do the shit because he has best friends that are billionaires and that are Jewish. You know what I mean? So, but they gonna keep living as crazy because he doing that to paint that narrative so he can kind of connect more to the people so he can lose everything because he said he doing God's work. That's why Kanye is really doing that because he said he doing God's work. A lot of not even just black celebrities, but they've been the main ones speaking out lately, recently. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they doing God's work and they don't fuck with Hollywood no more and like they scared they starting to wake up and shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of these people see my channel too because my voice is vital and this shit, but like they starting to see the truth of what what it is. You know what I mean? And Kanye, like he said, he like not necessarily like he like the face of it of the revolution, like telling people to stand up and wake up, and shit like that. And he don't care if he lose it all because he want to lose it all anyway. Because Kanye's still gonna be able to make money off his name because he's Kanye. Because yeah, you got a certain group of people that don't like it, but then you got a certain other group of people that fuck with Kanye that's gonna still support Kanye all the time, but he gonna still be making revenue off that. So if something so happened to Kanye, God forbid, what happened? Illuminati, aka Shadow Government, aka Hip Hop Police, Illuminati Police took him out the shit like they took out Prodigy. Prodigy said it. What he say? He said, Illuminati want my mind, body. He said, my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me. Prodigy said it, and then years later, he choked on the egg. Right. Yeah, come on. Yeah, right. They choked on the egg. No, they choked him and blamed it on the egg. Well, I'm telling you, you better wake the damn up, man. Real shit. Then you got Jay-Z denouncing Kanye and all this shit like that. Shit, that just goes to show you what's really going on. And then, like him and P. Diddy got their little shit going on. And it's crazy right now, man. It's like a Royal Rumble. You see what I'm saying? But it's really the light versus the dark. And this is really what's going on, too. But it's trickling down to the so-called Black Hollywood. Because this is what's really going on. It's an internal war that's happening right now with the elites. A lot of people fighting of what's going on. That's the same shit that's going on in Russia right now too. It's a lot of internal fighting going on. You can kind of say it's like some family shit, but it's a lot of internal insider shit going on. Like for example, like with these Illuminati motherfuckers, you get them fighting amongst each other, like who gonna rule this and how they gonna rule this and who gonna continue to do this and who gonna continue to do that. They like, nah, we don't want to do that. We want to do this, blah blah blah. And they like fight each other and shit like that. Why you think Trump coming out exposing these motherfuckers? The Q shit, the Q9 or whatever it's called, and shit like that. Like Dr. Phil Valentine said. Shout out to Dr. Phil Valentine. He even said it. You know what I'm saying? That Trump was the one taking out all these pedophiles and these pedivores, people who, pedophiles, people who sex children, pedivores, people who eat children. This is real shit. Go look it up. And that's why Trump declared war on these people because Trump know a lot of shit. And Kanye is friend with Trump, and I'm pretty sure Kanye knows some shit. And Kanye probably seen some shit. And he probably like, nah, I gotta stand up. And Kanye said he's speaking out like that out of jealousy, but he telling the truth because he said our people don't stand up like that, which is true. They don't. Our people don't stand up like other groups of people and stick together and all that. They don't because it's death by design. But you know what I mean? I ain't keep talking your ears off, man. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Just watch what happened to Kanye. Watch, I'm telling you. I ain't saying nothing bad gonna happen to him, but I'm saying watch how things continue to play out. Watch how things continue to play out. See, Kanye know what he doing. But at the same time, you gotta remember, them shadow government motherfuckers watching them too. So just watch that shit play out, man. All this shit wicked out here, man. For real, for real. Shit crazy out here, bro. Like, and you see, like they say, he losing all his money. They try to get his music banned of Spotify. You see how they go to the utmost extreme. They try to starve him out now because they know if they kill him or something like that, motherfuckers is woke. Well, a lot of motherfuckers is woke. A lot of motherfuckers starting to wake up, and it's a lot of dumb motherfuckers still too. But it's a lot of motherfuckers waking up, and they know if they take Kanye out, motherfuckers gonna know that it's gonna be blood sacrifice videos everywhere. It's gonna be gematria videos everywhere. It's gonna be all type of different type of video, tarot videos about the shit, you know, spiritual readings, all different type of shit, because people waking up. So that's why they trying to starve him out. It's different ways, you know what I mean? Some people say it's different fates that's worse than death, man. Wake the damn up.